Welcome back to America Together Radio. Today we're discussing something that affects almost every political conversation in America, the relationship between ideas and labels.
Meaning party labels.
Exactly. Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, Green, Constitutional, and many others.
People collect political labels like sports jerseys.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Why is this worth discussing?
Because labels can be useful shortcuts. They help people understand broad philosophies. The problem comes when the label becomes more important than the idea itself.
Can you explain that?
Imagine somebody proposes a good solution to a problem.
Okay.
Now imagine the exact same solution is presented by someone from a different political group.
Some people will react differently.
Exactly. The idea hasn't changed. Only the messenger changed.
Which is kind of strange when you say it out loud.
It is.
Do you think people naturally do this?
I think most people do it sometimes. Human beings use shortcuts. We trust some sources more than others. That's normal. The challenge is making sure we're evaluating ideas fairly.
Instead of automatically accepting or rejecting them.
Right.
So the question becomes, is this a good idea?
Exactly.
Not which team suggested it.
Exactly.
That sounds simple.
It sounds simple. In practice, it's difficult.
Because politics often rewards team loyalty.
It can.
And team loyalty is easier than reading.
Unfortunately. Sometimes yes.
Let's take this a step further. Can good ideas come from people we disagree with?
Absolutely.
Even people we strongly disagree with?
Absolutely.
That seems suspiciously mature.
It's also practical. No individual, party, organization, or movement has a monopoly on good ideas.
History supports that.
It does. Progress often comes from combining useful ideas from different places.
Which requires listening.
A lot of listening.
There it is again, listening.
It's becoming a recurring theme.
For good reason.
Exactly.
How does this connect to America Together?
One of the core ideas behind America Together is that useful solutions should be useful regardless of where they come from.
So if something works, people should be willing to consider it.
Yes.
Even if it wasn't invented by their preferred group.
Correct.
That's going to make some people uncomfortable.
Possibly.
But it may also make conversations more productive.
That's the hope.
A fishing boat heads out from Mobile Bay again. The factory's home. The class.
You're listening to America Together Radio.
County lines. Coffee brewing, screen door swing. Another day begins again. The truck rolls down to...
Let's talk about independent campaigns for a moment.
Good idea.
Do independents have a different relationship with labels?
Often they do. Independent campaigns frequently attract people from different backgrounds who may agree on some issues and disagree on others.
That sounds complicated.
It is.
People are complicated.
Exactly.
And that means conversations become more important.
Much more important.
Because assumptions become less reliable.
Correct.
You actually have to ask people what they think.
Imagine that.
This seems like a good place for an approved message.
Agreed. Here is an approved message from Jeremy Levan.
No president governs alone. A president works with advisors, experts, cabinet officials, military leaders, governors, mayors, legislators, business owners, workers, families, and communities across the country. I am not running to pretend one person has every answer. I am running to build a serious team, listen carefully, make decisions, and take responsibility for the direction we choose. Leadership is not pretending to know everything. Leadership is knowing how to bring good people together.
That was an approved message from Jeremy Levan.
Any final thoughts?
Yes, labels can be useful, but they should never replace thinking. Ideas deserve to be evaluated on their merits. If a solution helps people, it deserves consideration regardless of who proposed it.
Judge the idea.
Judge the idea.
Not just the label.
Exactly.
What comes next?
Next episode, we'll discuss building teams, leadership, trust, and why organizations succeed or fail based on the people involved.
Finally, a topic about hurting humans.
Challenging subject.
The most challenging subject.
This has been America Together Radio. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Coffee brewing, screen door swing. Another day begins again. A truck rolls down a two-lane road.